Hi, boys and girls. We're going to be working on our sight words. So I say the word, then you say the word. And then we have some new words at the end. Ready? America. Was. Once. Says. Come. I. Tomorrow. Today. Again. Together. People. Fought. Where. To. Some. To. Of. Another. Brother. Mother. Love. Sure. There. Put. Very. You. Do. Into. Want. Does. Brought. Word. Work. For. Country. Because. World. Many. Any. Done. One. School. Goes. Friend. Are. From. Could. Would. Change. Stranger. Strange. Danger. Often. Tough. Rough. Enough. Collar. Won't. Don't. Should. Bought. Were. There. Been. Animal. Move. The. What. Other. Something. Answer. Heard. Earth. Early. Only. Said. Learn. Your. Have. Give. Thought. Live. They. Who. Every. America. Awesome. Now we are going to learn some new sight words. Ready? Okay, our first word is the word eight. What's the word? My turn. E-I-G-H-T. Your turn. Okay, so this word is talking about the number 8. An example of a sentence could be, I am 8 years old. Now you think of a sentence. Okay, so this word is 8. All right, the next word is the word through. My turn. Through. Your turn. My turn. T-H-R-O-U-G-H. Your turn. Okay, this word is through. An example of using this word in a sentence could be, I am going through a tunnel. Now you think of a sentence. Okay, this word is through. Okay, our next new word is the word father. My turn. Father. Your turn. My turn. F-A-T-H-E-R. Your turn. Okay, so an example of this word in a sentence, this word father is talking about your dad. So I could say, my father is driving a car. Now you think of a sentence. Okay, let's go over our new sight words. Ready? 8. Through. Father. Awesome. Good job, guys. Kids your brains. Okay, guys, now we are going to do our suffix cards. Ready? My turn. Suffix ES. Your turn. Okay, suffix ES means more than one. And we use ES at the end of words that have the root word ending in the letters like X or CH or S or SH. Ready? Next one. My turn. Suffix LY. Your turn. Suffix LY means like or how. My turn. Suffix ING. Your turn. Okay, suffix ING means it's happening right now. My turn. Suffix S. Your turn. Suffix S means more than one. My turn. Suffix Y. Your turn. Suffix Y means full of or like. My turn. Suffix ed, your turn. Suffix ed means it already happened. My turn. Suffix ness, your turn. Suffix ness is the condition of. My turn. Suffix less, your turn. Suffix less means without. What's it mean? All right, guys, so we're going to do some new suffix cards today. I'm going to show you a few new ones that we haven't learned in class, and then we're going to do a couple prefixes, and I will tell you what that is here in just a minute. All right, so our next suffix card is going to be suffix full. Now, suffix full means that something is full of, or it has a quantity that will fill something. For example, the word peaceful has suffix full at the end, or the word cupful has full at the end. Another suffix is suffix est, which sounds like ist. So suffix est means the most. Like if I was to say something was the fullest, I have suffix est at the end. Or if I have the word slowest, slow is my root word. And when I add that est at the end, it means that it's slower than anything else. It's the slowest. It's the most. It's the slowest. Okay? And then our last one, we have suffix er. And when we have suffix er, that means there's more. So, for example, I could have the word shorter, and is what the er sounds like. My root word would be short, and I'm adding at the end. So shorter means that there's more that are short. So when we see er at the end of a word, it means that there are more. And guys, now we're going to talk about something called prefixes. So we know that a suffix goes at the end of a word. Well, now we're going to talk about prefixes. And a prefix goes at the beginning of the word and changes the meaning of the word. The first prefix we're going to talk about is the prefix dis, which is dis. And when you see the prefix dis at the beginning of a word, that means not or opposite. For example, if you saw the word disbelieve, my root word would be believe, and my prefix would be dis. And if somebody says they disbelieve something, that means they don't believe it. Another example is the word dislike. I have the prefix dis in front of my root word like. So if I say I dislike something, it means that I don't like it. Let's do another one. Okay, this prefix is the prefix pre. So when you see the prefix pre in front of a root word, it means before. So you might hear somebody say they are going to pre-cook something. That means that they are going to, or prepare it, they're going to get it ready before they cook it. Or these are called prefixes, and we have the word pre at the beginning. So prefix means that it's going to be at the beginning of a word. Okay? So pre means before. And remember, a prefix always goes before the root word. And then the last one we're going to talk about is the prefix un. So when you see the prefix un in front of your root word, it means not or opposite. So if I had the word uneven, that would mean that something is not even because I have the prefix un before my root word even. So uneven means it's not even. Another example could be if I had the root word do and put the prefix un at the beginning, my word would be undo. That means I'm not going to do it. Okay? So let's just go over those new ones really quickly. One more time. Okay, we have prefix un. Prefix un means not or opposite. Okay, then we have suffix full, which means full of. Suffix ist, which means the most. Suffix which means more. Prefix dis, which means not or opposite. Prefix pre, which means before. And prefix un, which means not or opposite. Good job, guys. Okay, guys, now we're going to do our sound cards. Ready? Feather, digraph TH. Bird, combination IR. Horse, combination OR. Or. Quilt, combination QU. Qua. Turtle, combination UR. Umbrella U. Rabbit R. Zebra Z. Octopus O. Apple A. Jar J. Shark, digraph SH. Sh. Concrete E consonant E. Sun S. Lion L. Tent T. Thimble, digraph TH. Cat C. Candle, final stable syllable DLE. Dull. Ruffle, final stable syllable FLE. Full. Bubble, final stable syllable BLE. Bull. Bottle, final stable syllable TLE. Tull. Fox X. Yarn Y. Balloon B. Acorn A. Goat G. Straw, digraph AW. Hat H. Cheese, digraph CH. Sheep, digraph E. Pie, digraph I. Shield, digraph IE. Elephant E. Ring, digraph NG. Patch, trigraph TCH. Equals E. Dog D. Pig P. Inch I. Icicle I. Candy Y. Cry Y. Light, trigraph IGH. Bugle, final stable syllable GLE. Gull. Vest V. Tooth, digraph OO. Ooh. Hay, digraph AY. Butter, combination ER. Mouse, diphthong OU. Ow. Cow, diphthong OW. Ow. Faucet, digraph AU. Aw. Key, digraph EY. Phone, digraph PH. Knot, ghost digraph KN. Bridge, trigraph DGE. Thread, digraph EA. Banana, schwa A. Leaf, digraph EA. Dime, I consonant E. Bow, digraph OW. Oil, diphthong OI. Toy, diphthong OY. Cake, A consonant E. Circle, cedilla C. Hook, digraph OO. Staple, final stable syllable PLE. Pull. Monkey M. Fish F. Duck, digraph CK. Star, combination AR. Glue, digraph UE. Ooh. Rain, digraph AI. Unicorn, U. Wreath, ghost digraph WR. Gnat, ghost digraph GN. Lotion, Final stable syllable, T-I-O-N, shun. Kite, K-K. Soap, digraph, O-A, O. Draft, soft, G-J. Steak, digraph, E-A, A. Wagon, W-W. Overalls, O-O. Rose, S-Z. Nest, N-N. Hose, O consonant E, O. Cube, U consonant E, U. Cashew, digraph E-W, ew. Veil, digraph E-I, A. Receipt, digraph E-I, E. Wallet, A-O. Whale, combination W-H, W. Good job, guys. Echo these words and listen for the sound that is the same. Ready? My turn. Pre-cook. Your turn. My turn. Preheat. Your turn. My turn. Prepay. Your turn. What do all these words have in common? If you said the letters P-R-E, you're right. So if we cover pre on all three of these words, would we still have a root word? Yes, we would. So think about what a prefix is. So remember, a prefix is something added before a root word to change the meaning of the word. So a prefix is adding the beginning of a root word to change its meaning. A suffix is added to the end of a root word to change its meaning. What do you think the word pre means? I'll give you a hint. Think about the word prefix. Pre means before. So think about the word pre-cook. The word pre-cook means before cooking. So let's look at these words, and we are going to code these words. So remember, we put a box around prefixes and suffixes. So we're going to put a box around the prefix. Okay, now let's look for obvious coding. And the word pre-cook, the C is followed by an O, which makes it a hard C, meaning we need to add a K back. We have digraph OO. We are going to underline it. So sound out this word with me. Pre-cook. Pre-cook. Let's look at the next word. Okay, we have digraph EA. And digraph EA in this word is going to say E. So we mark out the A, put a macron over the E. So sound this word out with me. Pre-eat. Preheat. And look at the word at the bottom. We have digraph AY. We are going to underline it. Mark out the Y, put a macron over the A because it makes the long A sound. Now sound out this word with me. Prepay. Prepay. Now let's talk about another prefix. Echo these words and listen for the sound that's the same. My turn. Dishonesty. Your turn. Disable. Distrust. Think about what is the prefix that you hear. It's prefix dis, D-I-S. What do you think dis means? Okay, well look here. The first word is dishonesty. So the prefix dis means not, the opposite of, or lack of. So in the word dishonesty, that means that someone is not honest. And the second word, disable, it means not able. Because remember, dis means not or opposite of. Distrust means you do not trust whatever you are talking about. And remember, we put a box around our prefixes. Prefixes and suffixes are always coded with a box. Now, look at something on that first word. What's at the end? It's a suffix, right? Suffix Y. So we also need to put a box around that suffix. So we're boxing all of our prefixes. Now we need to go back and look for obvious coding. Now when I look at the first word, one thing I notice is that there are more than one vowel. So I need to put a V under my vowels, and I'm going to go back and look in the middle. I have one consonant. So that means this word is a VCV pattern. I'm going to put my dividing line right here with my accent mark. Now, I know the VCV pattern, it's a little bit tricky on knowing where to put that dividing line. If I would put my dividing line right here between the first V and C, this O would be long. And I already know this word is dishonesty. And if that O was long, if my dividing line went here, then it would be pronounced dishonesty. And that wouldn't make sense. So that's why my dividing line goes right here. So now we need to go back and code the vowels. This O is followed by a consonant, so it is short. We add a brief. And the E is followed by a consonant, so it is short. Now sound out this middle word with me. Ready? On, est, honest. So this word is dishonesty. Okay. Now let's look at the next word. Remember, the first thing we look for is a suffix or a final stable syllable. We do have a final stable syllable at the end of this word, and it is bull. So we put our bracket, accent mark, mark out the E. Okay, and the A in this word is a syllable of its own. Since it's a syllable of its own, it's going to be long. Now sound this word out with me. Able. Able. So this word is disable. And let's look at the word at the bottom. The accent mark this time is going to go at the end of the word. And remember, finding where the accent mark goes, you just have to read the word and figure out which part of the word sounds the loudest. And that's where the accent mark is going to go. So we have a U that is followed by an S, which makes it short. So this word is trust. So this word is distrust. Okay guys, so when you see this card, you are going to say prefix pre. And remember, the prefix pre means before. When you see this card, you are going to say prefix dis. And remember, prefix dis means not or opposite of. Let's look at some words. Remember, the first thing that you look for is a suffix or a final stable syllable. We don't have a suffix or final stable syllable in this first word, so now we need to look for obvious coding. We do have digraph IE, so we are going to underline it, mark out the I, and put a macron over the E. Now remember, this is one that you need to test back and forth to see if it makes the I sound or the E sound, because it can make either sound. But in this case, it's going to make the long E sound. And we look for a vowel pattern because we do have more than one vowels. And so we are going to put V, this L is a consonant, and then we have a vowel here. So this is a VCV pattern. Okay, so our dividing line this time is going to go between the first vowel and consonant. And since when I cover up the second half of this word, the E won't be followed by a consonant, so it gets a macron on top. So sound this word out with me. Ready? E, re, eef, leaf. relief. Now look at the second word. We have prefix un and suffix ed. Remember, when I cover those up, I should still have a root word. So now let's look inside at the root word. I see 2 vowels, so I need to code my vowels. Figure out the vowel pattern, which is V, C, C, V. Put my dividing line between my 2 consonants. My E is followed by a consonant, so that makes it short. I add a brief. Let's sound out this half of the word. X, X. Now this vowel is followed by a consonant, so I put a short brief. It's a short vowel. And my C is followed by a T, which means it's going to make the hard K sound. So I add a K back. Now sound out this half of the word. P-ect, pecked, expect. So this word is unexpected. Unexpected. And let's look at the word at the bottom. Remember, the very first thing I look for is a prefix, a suffix, or a final stable syllable, and that is very important. I do have a prefix at the beginning, so I'm going to code it with a box. And I have a final stable syllable, D-L-E, at the end. I put a bracket around it, I mark out my E, and add the accent mark. Now I'm going to look at my root word inside. You should have a root word here. I have an A, and it's followed by a consonant, so it is short. Sound out this root word with me. Sad, sad. Now read the whole word with me. Unsaddle, unsaddle. Okay, boys and girls, now we are going to code some more words. Remember, the first thing we look for is a prefix, a suffix, or a final stable syllable. I have a prefix pre, which means before. Now I'll look for obvious coding. I have sneaky E at the end who goes up behind the I and makes them say I. The C is followed by an R, which means it's my hard C. I add a K back. Sound out this part of the word with me. Scribe. Scribe. This word is prescribe. Look at the next word. I have prefix pre, which means before. So I code it with a box around it. And right here I have a DGE at the end. Remember, that's called a trigraph when 3 letters come together to make one sound. And it makes the soft G sound. So I'm going to mark out my E, mark out the D, put a dot above my G, soft G sound, J. And my U is followed by a consonant, so it is short. I add a brief. Sound this word out with me. Judge. So this word is prejudge. Okay, let's look at the next word. We have prefix dis, which remember means not or opposite of. We have suffix ed, which means it already happened. Now let's look at this root word right here, and then we'll read the word. So my C is followed by an O, which means it's going to make the hard K sound, so we add a K back. OU is a diphthong. Remember, when 2 vowels come together to make one sound, it's a diphthong. So sound out this root word with me. Count. Count. So this word is discounted. Okay, our next word, we have prefix dis, which means not or opposite of. We have combination OR and combination ER. So we're going to put arcs under those. Sound this word out with me. Order. Order. This word is disorder. Okay, let's look at the bottom word here. We have the prefix pre, which means before. We have digraph AU, that sounds like aww. We have final stable syllable TION, put a bracket around it, Make the accent mark. The C is followed by an A, so it's going to be hard C. Sounds like K. Sound out this word with me. Caution. Caution. This word is precaution. Now let's look it over here at this half of the word. Okay, so we have suffix ing, which means it's happening right now. We have digraph ch. We have combination ar. Sound this out with me. Marching. Marching. Okay. Now look at this next word. This is tricky because sometimes when y is at the end of a word, it's a suffix. But in this case, it is not a suffix because if I cover up this word, I do not get a root word. This vowel is playing as a vowel. So I have a VCV pattern. My dividing line is going to go between the first vowel and consonant with my accent mark. He's going to make the I long because now he's not followed by a consonant. And the Y at the end sounds like an E. So I'm just going to code it with a dot. Sound this word out with me. T-I-N-E. Tiny. Okay, the next word. We have suffix ing, which means it's happening right now. Put a box around it. Okay, we have a C that is followed by an R. Since it's followed by an R, it's the hard C. That sounds like K, so we add a K back. Now this time, the Y does not sound like an E. It sounds like an I. So when the Y sounds like an I, we dot it, and then we put a macron on top. Sound this word out with me. I, crying. This word is crying. This next word is a compound word. Remember, a compound word is when two words come together to form one word. And we put a dividing line in. Start with the first half of the word. We have digraph O-O. Sound this half of the word out with me. B-k, book. On the second half of the word, we have combination A-R. Sound that out with me. M-R-k, mark. So this word is bookmark. Let's look at the last word. This is also a compound word. Two words come together to form one word. So we are going to add a dividing line right in the middle. We have sneaky E, who makes the I say I. And then the C is followed by an E, which makes it a cedilla C, meaning it makes the S sound. Sound out this half of the word. Ice. Then we have the second half of the word. We have an O that's followed by a consonant. Makes it short. Put a brief. Sound this out. B-ox. Box. So this word is icebox. Hi boys and girls, we are going to read a decodable reader now. This decodable reader is called It's Time to Unpack. Your turn. It's time to unpack. Notice the IT apostrophe S at the beginning of the title. IT apostrophe S, the word it's is a contraction. It stands for it is. The apostrophe is put there in place of the letter I. My turn. Jack looked around his new room. He did not dislike it. It was just that he missed his old room. He also missed his friends. Your turn. Jack looked around his new room. He did not dislike it. It was just that he missed his old room. He also missed his friends. My turn. Mom and Dad came into Jack's room. It's time to unpack, said Dad. Let's untie some of these boxes. May I go outside for a little while? Asked Jack. Then we can unpack. Your turn. Mom and Dad came into Jack's room. It's time to unpack, said Dad. Let's untie some of these boxes. May I go outside for a little while? Asked Jack. Then we can unpack. What does Jack want to do instead of unpacking? He wants to go outside and play for a little while. How many paragraphs are on this page? There's 2 paragraphs. The first paragraph is about Mom and Dad coming into Jack's room. So, notice the apostrophe S at the end of the name Jack. So that apostrophe S is showing ownership. It is telling us that the room belongs to Jack. Next page. My turn. Mom said, don't stay out too long. I'm going to preheat the stove. Then we'll have a quick dinner. Your turn. Mom said, don't stay out too long. I'm going to preheat the stove. Then we'll have a quick dinner. My turn. On his way out, Jack passed his little brother Tim. Tim does not look unhappy, Jack thought. But Tim was only in preschool. He would not feel the same way as Jack. Did you unpack yet? Asked Tim. Your turn. On his way out, Jack passed his little brother, Tim. Tim does not look unhappy, Jack thought, but Tim was only in preschool. He would not feel the same way as Jack. Did you unpack yet? Asked Tim. I want you to think about this page for a minute. Why does Jack think that Tim is not unhappy? Well, it's because Tim is only in preschool, so he doesn't think that he will feel the same way as Jack does. Next page. My turn. Not yet, Jack called back. He wished he could be more like Tim. He did not want to displease Mom and Dad. Your turn. Not yet, Jack called back. He wished he could be more like Tim. He did not want to displease Mom and Dad. Think about this. Why does Jack wish he could be more like Tim? Well, he wants to be happy and he doesn't want to displease his mom and dad. Ready? My turn. Jack saw an unknown boy with his dog. Hi, I'm Rick, and this is Jumper, the boy said. Did you just move in? Your turn. Jack saw an unknown boy with his dog. Hi, I'm Rick, and this is Jumper, the boy said. Did you just move in? Next page. My turn. Yes, I did, Jack answered. My name is Jack. Do you live close by? I live 3 houses down, said Rick. I have to take Jumper home now. He gets unhappy when he's not fed. But maybe we could play tomorrow. Your turn. Yes, I did, Jack answered. My name is Jack. Do you live close by? I live 3 houses down, said Rick. I have to take Jumper home now. He gets unhappy when he's not fed. Maybe we could play tomorrow. Do you all think it was a good idea that Jack went outside for a little bit? Well, yeah, it was, because now he made a new friend and he's happy now. Okay, last page, my turn. That would be great, said Jack. Just then, he saw Mom. It's time to have dinner and then unpack, called Mom. You are right, said Jack, as he went back inside. The end. Your turn. That would be great, said Jack. Just then, he saw Mom. It's time to have dinner and then unpack, called Mom. You are right, said Jack, as he went back inside. The end. How was Jack changed by the end of the story? Well, if you remember at the beginning of the story, he was unhappy and he did not want to unpack. By the end of the story, Jack was happy and he decided to go in and unpack.